Evening, everyone. It's 6:30, and this is your closing comment, and it is video number 1103 for this Wednesday evening. Okay, just to give a recap, we had the CPI come in hotter than expected, including the core CPI. The number was up 0.5% versus up 0.4% on the month over month. On the year over year, however, the number was the highest since 1982. It was 7%, and ex food and energy for everyone who didn't eat food or drive a car in the last year. We were up 5.5%, and that's the highest number since 1991. So the market started up. It was up about 165 after those numbers came out at 8:30. And we started to the upside, but then faltered. It was kind of an interesting day in that the Dow and the NASDAQ were both substantially higher than they closed. They were both lower. They both went negative, but came back. The Dow was up $38.30 or 0.11%, and the market internals were 1 to 1. The NASDAQ was up just under $35, but over at the NASDAQ, the advanced declines were 3 to 2 to the negative. The S&P was up 13, but the Russell was down almost 18, 0.82. It was the biggest loser, and the transports were also down 1976. Volume came in pretty substantially, and of all of my sectors, we were mixed in defense, financials, and infrastructure, but we were down in the mega caps, the bio, pharma, the airlines, retail, work from anywhere, pot. The only thing that were really higher was energy and some of the mega caps. So the mega caps were more mixed than either up or down. It's always a pleasure to have the kind of day that we had today. The chart on the screen is the nat gas. We came into the day with half of our position in the nat gas, the UNG calls. We were in the 13s, which we sold half of on Monday on the 100% up rule, and I started selling them again this morning because nat gas, as you can see, was explosive. I was really expecting to see it stop around 465 or so, and it just continued straight up all day, hit a high of 487. What's interesting, and Dennis pointed this out to me today, what's interesting about this is that the February contract, which is what we were watching, actually has a major premium over both cash and the following months, which is to say that probably there's a short position in there that was running to cover and running this higher. The UNG position, even with selling half at just 100% up, was a net gain of 252%. And frankly, I feel badly about selling them what I consider to be early in the $2.25 to $2.30 area, because they traded up as high as I want to say maybe $3.15 or so, and they closed at $3. So it was still a really great trade, and it gets us started off on the right foot. The option account is up just over 6% in the first 12 days of the year. Kaufman and Burrow, KBH, they beat on earnings, missed On revenues, the stock had closed at 42.38, up 23 cents, traded up as high as 44.45. And the last I have is 44.03, up $1.88 or 4.5%. What was interesting there was that the sales price of their houses was up 9% to 451,000, and they are looking at numbers going forward in the neighborhood of 480 to 500,000 as a prospect. Tomorrow we have continuing claims as always because it's Thursday. We have the PPI, the Producer Price Index, which ought to give us a little bit more of an idea what manufacturers are having to build in. And there's also a nat gas inventory report. Beyond the net gas, as far as the rest of the futures markets go, the oil was 82.64, and that was up $1.42. Tonight it's up another 15 cents. The gold was 1827.30, up 880. It's down $1.40, but that chart looks really interesting. I keep on pointing this out that I want to see a close above these numbers on a Friday. We did close above this one. I said this morning 1825. We closed at 1827. The next real spot here is this 1828.60. So about $3 over where we are now on Wednesday night. So another 2 days. But, clearly the chart is beginning to look lower left to upper right. So I'm pleased with that. Also, the dollar got pounded again today, which didn't really make a lot of sense since the bonds were roughly unchanged. But look at what the dollar has done over the past couple of days. I mean, Monday we were, let's see, the 7th. So that was Friday. Monday we had a high of 96.23, and today we had a low of 94.20. I know you're desensitized to the percentage moves, but down over 0.75% today. Let's see. We were down 0.76% today. So down 0.75% in a day is dramatic, and frankly, kind of concerning. If things are so good, why is the dollar so weak? So, all right, everyone, have a good evening. I'll be back first thing in the morning with your pre-opening comment, and I hope that you all had that UNG trade. I've been talking about it for a month.